Yes, come on!
Joining myself, AGT, we have James, a.k.a. James Potter, as Arsenal limp out of the Champions League for the first time in 8 years. They go out at the quarter-final stage. Unlucky. Abby, in your Bayern Munich top tonight, how are we?
I'm great. Honestly, I don't think I went to sleep until like 1:30 last night. I was actually
trolling in many groups.
So many group chats, so many
flying
trolls.
in.
It just so many memes. Honestly, I just have to clap Spurs Twitter in particular, because last night they were just unreal. They really were. Meme after meme after meme after meme. It just, what a night. What
Fantastic. A night. Joining us as well shortly will be Matisse.
You don't deserve that.
Ain't nobody talking about nothing about me. Ain't nobody
well, be on time then.
I don't go anywhere.
Turn up on time then. You sausage.
Don't go anywhere. No.
There he is. You right?
I heard you, bro. Starting up the show.
Yeah.
I was going on a run. I'm like, wait.
Must you be late?
We did.
Must you be late?
We did.
Where's Robbie? Love you. But where's Robbie?
This is what we were just in the middle of saying. It's like, James doesn't really
Does James
deserve
all this?
No, he doesn't. That's why it has to be Robbie Lyle. Or should I say Robbie Lies? He must.
Yeah. He must. Listen, you catch your breath. Have you calmed down a little bit a couple of hours after the full-time whistle?
Yeah. Like, I'm.
Sounds it. I'm the worst person to sit next
to.
No, because this is what you do. You just turn and laugh at the person in pain. You always do this.
But James doesn't deserve
He doesn't.
Exactly. So don't do it to him.
Do you know, I haven't enjoyed Tottenham's last 17 years enough yet. Like, I haven't actually enjoyed
this is when
that enough.
Yeah.
I really.
I've enjoyed your last 8.
Yeah.
For sure.
What happened 8 years ago? Anyway.
The last 8 years didn't even finish above us for 8 years in a row.
Ooh.
But now you've kind of swapped round. Now
Let him do it.
Let him speak, Abby. Come on.
To be fair,
biggest troll. See, biggest troll.
She's actually right. 8 years, they finished above us 1-0. We came out 3 FA Cups. So
Now
you've got
you're
fair
in
play
your
to him. Fair play to him.
fair
But
play.
you know what?
Let's go.
Genuine reflection and honest thoughts. I don't think the players left it out there. That is the bit that hurts.
Yeah.
You can lose to Bayern Munich. You can lose to Thomas Tuchel, who's won this competition. Did
I say anything?
Just a bit.
You can.
A bit less smile would be good.
But we spoke about it before.
We played quite well in that Liverpool Cup game, and all right, West Ham or whatever. But it's just generally over since Arteta won that FA Cup. Yeah. Can you just?
I just didn't like that it was in a ball.
It's gone.
Heritage. This is what you can't disrespect.
That's European heritage right there.
You got
The light stars on that.
You'll knock you out next year.
You know all that, like
You're jinxing it.
You know we've seen players like avoiding walking on crests. Like I will walk on that shirt on my way out.
That is a completed Bayern you're throwing away there.
If it wasn't,
I think they scored 5 against us in that.
If it wasn't meant to be walked on, what's it doing on the floor?
Yeah, go Flatiron Square. I've got a nice,
good
night of alcohol.
Good man.
I had my alcohol last night.
Right, I just want to kick us off with some stats of Arsenal's Champions League journey to be proud of, which they tweeted.
And I didn't like that.
They beat Sevilla, who are 13th in La Liga. They beat Lens, who are 6th in Liga. They beat PSV though. Good on them. They scraped past Porto, who they said light work, 4-5-0. They just scraped by on penalties. And they went out to the worst Bayern side in over a decade. A Bayern side whose best defender, and their fans will tell you, has been Eric Dyer. Now, Eric Dyer, this couldn't have been any more poetic just for me as a Spurs fan, right? Because Eric Puyol Dyer putting in a man of the match, world Cup winning, world class performing display against Arsenal is honestly just, you couldn't make that up, could you?
No.
You just couldn't make it up.
You
Eric Dyer,
really
who
couldn't.
they said, they laughed at. They said, Eric Dyer in defence. 5-1, Cecil honestly said. He went shameless settings, but he said 5-1. He said it down the lens of
Hasn't Eric Dyer been to the same amount of semi-finals as Arsenal?
two semi-finals.
This is why I'm saying you don't deserve this. We've got Cecil and Robbie who are trying to avoid their flight home.
Please don't take this that
I
it is a
predicted
direct
2-1 and
attack
1-1.
on you.
The chat saying Virgil van Dijk.
Joel Baer with the
Virgil van
sunglasses.
Dijk, louder for the people at the
Virgil
back.
van Dijk, they're saying
He's going to
in
go
the
to the Euros, you know. That display last night has got him on the plane.
And
I'm proud. I've never been.
You might be
Can
right.
I just say?
So proud. Over to you.
I think what we
He
need
might
to
have
do
done
as a
it.
community is we need to line up. Bayern Babs, who was confident before kickoff.
Oh, I saw you going
We
in.
need to line up.
Yeah.
We need to line up Robbie, Cecil,
Joel
and
Bayer.
Joel Bayer.
Yeah.
All
Joel
four
Bayer.
of them. It's X
Joel.
Factor.
Yeah.
And it's 4 X's.
Curtis?
Curtis.
No,
No, but he's Arteta out.
He's
and
the
gets to
negative
rip
one.
up the
No,
thing
leave him.
anyway.
He's the negative
Leave
one.
him on his own,
We need
yeah.
to line them all up
It's
like
the
X
deluded
Factor,
people we
and
need
it's
to
4
come
X's.
from.
It's
Yeah.
4 X's.
100%.
Because the amount of listen, I'm just gonna get into the game for me because when you talk about these two teams, right, you're looking at one team that's got more of the ball and it's controlling, but you're not really doing anything, and it's a facade. It's literally a facade. This is the Champions League. This competition's different. You have to be effective. You have to actually put something on the plate. You can't just do all this chefing up, and then it's just what do they call it? A fancy gourmet meal where it's just a orange and then a
Michelin
little
star.
green
A small
squirt.
little thing, they wipe the
That's what
face
Arsenal just did.
afterwards. Yeah.
I'm
You need a
sitting here
McDonald's
starving.
after, 'cause,
Yeah, when you leave
You
the rest
have
of
to
it,
go
it's
to
like-
Mackie D's after, bruv. That's what it is. I'm sitting here
Other
starving.
fast food
We're the
restaurants are
garnish.
available.
You're the garnish. You are the garnish.
It's funny how James knows the actual word of what it is. Bro.
Yeah, the
I've been
sides.
watching a lot of Hell's Kitchen. My inner Gordon
You're an
Ramsay.
idiot sandwich. Get out.
And
Honestly.
Got good job.
everybody's onto Saka right now. He's got 0, 0, 0, 0, 0 on everything.
17 limps.
Right? Everybody.
Yeah, what
Don't forget the
expected
17
limp?
limp.
Listen, James brought up Martinelli. I agree with the whole balance thing, the lack of support. Obviously, he's not had a good season. But Kingdom, Kai, Havertz,
Kingdom,
down the
Kai.
middle. Everybody was saying cash in your checks. Everybody was saying thank you, Chelsea. You haven't done anything of significance. When I mean significance, I don't
much
mean
shit.
January, February. I mean April, May. Knockouts.
He did it for you. In the
Season
end.
defining.
He even did it. Yeah,
Oh,
managed to even do it.
So
for
did,
you, yeah.
and Jorginho. But after a long shot against Villa and a couple of very solid
Deflected.
performances,
Deflected,
next thing
yeah.
you know, it's
Own goal, actually.
Chelsea. Thank you so much. What was it? Made in Chelsea, but saved by
Do
Arsenal.
you remember when they wanted to give you more money?
Nothing's
for him?
happened.
More money, they said.
Nothing has happened. It's
fan base.
for me, this is a moment now to just reflect and be like, no, Saka isn't world class. Like, actually, he's not world class.
Mm-hmm.
He's country class. He's not even continental class.
Wow.
District.
But he's a very good player. But they put too much pressure on him. I think a lot of these players, they're actually quite humble. They're actually quite reserved.
They are.
But
Good lads.
the
Nice
might
lads.
of the
Nice
magnitude
lads.
and the amount of pressure they've been put under, not only by the manager who hasn't bolstered his bench with all of this, time that he's had, that bench is still not good enough.
And like you said, he doesn't trust it. You
doesn't
gave
trust
Eddie
it.
Nketiah, what, 100 grand a week?
It cost us because we couldn't get back into it.
That will, for me, just to conclude, that for me, this will be next season is kind of like you need to leverage Arteta. Arteta. If I was an Arsenal fan, I'd be looking at it like that. Like, I wouldn't dismiss everything that's been done this season because I do think that you guys have improved in some areas and he has made mistakes in the transfer window, which obviously I've made pretty clear in my opinion with Havertz and some of the decisions there. However, next season you got to get over the line, otherwise you'd be wasting time in my opinion with this group.
Sure.